Hi everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live. My name is Ralph George. I am the CEO and the co-founder of the DSD app. And today I'm gonna show you a feature that we have, and we're gonna discuss smile simulations, and we're gonna discuss the power of the smile donators. This feature that we have integrated and then that we have integrated not only in our smile simulation but also in the 3D smile design is very important, because the way we design smiles and the way we see smiles in relationship with the face is completely different. We do have the principles of smile designs. We do have our principle of facial driven smile design, right? The facial driven smile design can be linked to the smile curve, to the size, to the buccal corridor. So you can use these tools to create a smile that is in harmony with the face. But on the other side, the form of the teeth, the form of the templates that you use is something that you need to discuss with your patient, of course. You can create the most beautiful and most natural looking smile possible, but your patient has a different expectation. So you can offer, in a very, very simple way, you can offer different smile designs, different smile donators, and then compare the smile designs and see what's the best, or if you with a smile can fulfill the expectation of your patient. Also, the feedback of the patient is super important, so you can involve the patient in the discussion. So first of all, let's go to the account, so menu and account, and you are gonna find in the second screen, you are gonna find the smile libraries. So at the top we have this Jan Haito libraries, and then we have our smile donators libraries. As you can see, I have in my account some test smiles, because we work and we test a lot to offer you new templates, super cool shapes, and also 3D designs. But we have the smile libraries, so if you can click on the picture, and then you see the shape and the form of every single donator. If you don't have your screen like this, click on the update button at the bottom of the screen, update button, and then your libraries are going to be updated. So we prepare more libraries right now for you. We're going to send you, of course, an email, and then you are going to be able to update and download the new libraries in your iPad. So let's go and discuss the smile designs. So first, let's go with the patient documentation that I created before. And in this patient documentation, I have my picture. So as you can see, that is my picture. Before I designed and I got my veneers. As you can see, time, stress, whatever it is, changes, of course, your smile with time and with stress. So I grind my teeth heavily in the night, and with time, I got them more and more changed, right? So I designed my smile with the app, and that's the result. This smile was done by Sergio Saraiva and Angelo Rafael in Rio, in Brazil. We used the design from the app. We designed the upper teeth with a smile donator, with Ricardo Brito as a smile donator. And then Angelo prepared the whole smile, the upper design in InLab. And in Nemotech, he designed the lowers. We don't have the lower design right now in our app, but it's gonna come. So function was checked, function was designed and was good. Upper design was based on the smile donator from Ricardo Brito. And then I got my veneers done. So let's see how we can design and how we can compare different smile designs with the same patient. So I'm going to start a new project and I'm going to go to my smile simulation. I want to use the documentation. Yes, the app assigns now the files to the documentation. And I'm going to start with the first screen. We have the facial analysis. We have the facial calibration. We have the rotation based on the intrapupillar and the commissural line. We have the facial flow. As you can see, I have a different angulation of the nose, so my face is not symmetric at all. Then we set the lines to define the incisal edge, the existing incisal edge and the distal of the central, and we go to the smile frame. Now I'm going to set the smile frame. I'm going to follow the smile line. I'm going to follow the lower lip. The ratio is 80. That's fine, I think. And I'm going to reduce a little bit the gingival curve and of course adjust the gingival curve. So I think that's fine. We can go with this setting of the smile frame. Now we have the Anhydrol libraries as a default, and we have the smile donators. Right? If you click on the name, you get the picture of the smile donator. Angelita, Ana Luisa, Dante, Luisa. Beautiful smile. By the way, Luisa has a beautiful smile, so the results of Luisa look just amazing. And one of the #1 smile donator is Dr. Jaqueline Schneider from Brazil, and this beautiful smile can be replicated beautifully in 2D, in 3D. We do have, for every single 2D template, we have the 3D templates also, so you can replicate this smile in a 3D project. So let's start with Jacqueline. As you can see, you don't need to go with female smile donators for female patients and the other way around. No, just mix female and male smile donators and create for your patient the most beautiful smile without considering gender. Now we have the smile frame, so let's analyze now a little bit the smile. We have the smile frame button, so we can display the smile frame, and we can hide the smile frame, and we can hide and display the colors. Why is that important? Smile donators are natural smiles. If we work with natural smiles are not perfect, not symmetric. They have these beautiful imperfections for the smile design, and we need to work with all these little details that create the smile in the natural way. Now, as you can see, the centrals are a little bit different. So now you have to decide which form of the centrals are you going to use. Right? The centrals, they need to be symmetric, they need to be the same size, because the centrals are the first thing everybody sees in a smile. And then the relationship between the centrals, lateral and canines, but that's part of the design. So I'm going to select this central, the right central, the right patient central, and I'm going to reflect with the option reflect. Right? I'm going to reflect this shape on the other side. Now I do have both centrals the same size, the same form, and I'm going to start designing. Okay, so let's study a little bit my situation. What can we analyze in our with the smile frame, of course, and with the shapes over the design? We can see one important information. If the picture was done frontally and in the perfect frontal position, then we see a very interesting detail, that the distal of my left canine is not matching the smile frame. That means that my buccal corridor from the left side is too lingual, it's too in. So my arch is not symmetric. Now you can see and analyze the situation of your patient, and then you can also visualize and discuss with your patient the treatment. Usually I should do ortho to bring the lateral and the canine out to create my symmetric arch, and then with veneers we could reshape, right, every single tooth. So I didn't do ortho. That's why what we did, we redesigned the arch with the thickness of the veneers on one side. I'm not gonna use, because the second the molar is not visible on one side. Oops. So I'm gonna reflect, and I'm gonna redesign here the size and the position of the premolars and the molar. Okay. With the smile frame, of course, I check if the smile line, the new smile line that I define, is of course with my design in sync, right? So I have to follow my smile line. So what can we see when we place or design the molars and the premolars? We see that the distal line of the premolars, they need to be parallel, right? So the rotation of the tooth needs to be exactly the same like the premolar, and then molar, or just slightly different, but that makes the beauty of the inclination of the smile. Also, the central, for example, is a little bit too square, so I'm gonna distort the distal corner, the distal lower corner of the tooth, and move the corner just one click up, so that I get a better form, and they are not so square in my face. Now, also what we can do here is we can move the complete smile so that my premolars and the molars on the right side are covered. It means actually we need to increase the vertical dimension, right? So if we are going to keep this side as a reference, then we are going to increase here the vertical dimension, and I'm going to bring my smile simulation like this. Check with the colors. I think that's fine, and I'm gonna move to the next to the next screen. In the next screen, I have to select my lip, the lip line, the upper lip line, just to place the smile in the mouth. Controls, and here we go. Here is my smile. Now I need the gum layer, of course, to cover gaps between my teeth. I'm gonna adjust the colors, the brightness of the premolars, so that I get a natural light reflection. And with the stem tool, I'm gonna cover my the existing teeth so that I get this clean incisal edge of the new smile. That makes, of course, the smile super clean and super I can analyze, right, the incisal curve, the incisal edges of the new smile, and it makes it more looking more natural when the existing teeth are covered. So here we go. That's my smile design. As you can see, maybe we bring the centrals a little bit more like this. Let's see. And here we go. I think this design is good. And here we go. I discussed with my patient that I'm myself right now. I discuss my smile design. So, Ron, George, do you need your smile design? That's one version of my smile design, right? It's a beautiful smile. It's a beautiful smile donator. At this point, your patient needs to recognize himself in the smile. Even if the smile is beautiful, even if everything is done properly, it's not the point of I designed the smile and this smile is accepted by my patient. So I discuss with the patient my smile, and my patient is not sure. I'm not sure if this smile is, it's a beautiful smile, but maybe I would like to see another version. Okay, so let's take a screenshot first of this smile. Okay, let's go back. That was smile donator Jacqueline Schneider from Brazil, Sao Paulo. Works in the Well Clinic, a DSD clinic, and she's the treatment coordinator, has a beautiful smile, and very, very successful in restorative dentistry. Let's go with Ricardo Brito. That's the smile I designed for me, and together with Angelo Rafael and Dr. Sergio Saraiva in the DSD lab in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. The veneers were produced and everything was done there. So I have now my template from Ricardo Brito. As you can see, the templates are a little bit different. So now I need to readjust my angulation because the smile was adjusted for Jacqueline, right? So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna adjust the centrals. Let me see, do I like the centrals? Yeah. Okay, the laterals, I like the laterals. The laterals are good. The angulation of the canine, yes, I think it's fine. Let's go and adjust the premolars. Now, the color of these premolars doesn't matter because we're gonna readjust the colors in the next screen. Of course, important for you to know, we work on new colors. So we're gonna have an update, and we're gonna have a complete different set of colors, and everything is gonna look much better from the beginning. Of course, you can go to the next screen and adjust the colors, because the colors are stemmed from high quality pictures done in the studio, right? The light, flashes, and all the stuff. Now we need to adjust the colors of the design to the picture, because the smile needs to look good in the picture, right? That's why we're gonna increase the brightness. We're gonna add some warmth to these premolars and molars, and we're gonna make sure that the result is looking good. Okay, so what do we have? We have now facial driven smile design. We have Ricardo Brito as a smile donator. I like the centrals. I like the canines. Yeah, the laterals also are good. Okay, I think it's fine. So, where the lip is already marked, so here we go and readjust the brightness of the premolars. Stem tool is good enough. Let me just a little bit bring the brightness down and add some warmth. I think that's good. I'm gonna ungroup them and change the canines. The canines are a little bit too warm here. Okay, that's good. So warmth adds yellow tones to the smile design, right? Here we go, gum layer. That's good. So here we go, before and after. And that's the new smile. Now the patient has two pictures, right? The patient has two options. This one is more manly. The teeth are more square, more edgy. The other smile was more round, more I don't want to say feminine, but it was more round. This smile is more edgy, right? It's more I think it matches better with my face. And that was the decision. So we just took the smile simulation. We did the 3D smile design based on the smile simulation. And here we go. So what can we do more? I have the second version of my smile simulation. Let's go with Kyle Stanley. Kyle Stanley, leading specialist in dentistry, has a very interesting technique called the lip factor. He modifies through surgery the position of the lip. His office is in Beverly Hills. Great educator, great dentist, great surgeon. He is one of our smile donators. So I'm gonna select his smile. As you can see, the smile frame calculates already the smile more or less so that you don't need to redesign. We're gonna have improvements in this area. We're gonna have smiles. So my idea is for you to be able to change the smiles like you do in 3D without redesigning. And then you're going to be able to just exchange the shapes and see how everything is working. We make good progress, so the next version, the next update is going to have some super special features. Now let's correct a little bit the angulation of the canines. Okay, I think that's fine. And let's compare. Another version of the smile, right? It doesn't have to be it's different, right? It's a different smile design, it's a different shape, it's a different way to show the patient what's possible. I'm gonna work a little bit on the colors. I'm gonna make them more white. Oops, group. Let me reset everything. Okay, and now white. I'm gonna darken the premolars a bit. Okay. Maybe the angulation of the centrals is a little bit off because we adjusted based on a different smile donator. Now here we go. Yeah, and maybe we bring the centrals into a better position. Let me see the laterals. Maybe like this. And here we go. So the smile donators give us the option to create edgy smiles. We don't have a default template, right? When you design, you have to imagine that your patient has a certain expectation, and the certain expectation is based on the social media perception, Instagram, Facebook. So what your patient finds a beautiful smile, it's maybe different than what you find the beauty in a smile. So that's why your patient is biased, right? You need to listen, of course, to his wishes, whatever the patient imagines, because it's also a very, very cultural perspective of the smiles. So I see that different countries, we have almost all over the globe, we have users, right? And we see all over the world that the expectation of patients are completely different. Some areas, they want beautiful, natural, harmonic smiles. In other areas, they want symmetric, super white, no translucency smiles. So you need to listen to your patient, to his expectations, of course. And then it's a very, very big difference between female and male patients, because female patients, when you design a beautiful smile for a female patient, I think it's easier because you follow the lower lip, the beautiful curve. You create a very aesthetic, very harmonic smile in the face of a female patient. The same way, the same procedure for a male patient is a little bit different because you have edgy smiles, right? You have patients that are super sporty. They have edgy facial characteristics. So you cannot go with a super round, super harmonic smile because it's a different. Let me take a screenshot. It's a different perspective of the smile. I study the smiles and the results from all over the world, and we see there is a trend. Female smiles are very, very similar, and I think that's because we use maybe the same tools, the same templates, the same softwares, or maybe female patients, when they are asked about the smile, they tend to a certain smile design, right? Very round shapes, symmetric. The smile curve is also follows the lower lip and all this and all these characteristics. When you design smiles for male patients, you have now the option to focus more on the edgy smiles. So I see designs, so that's only an observation, right? I see designs for male patients are much more diverse than for female patients. Not so edgy, not so okay, so let's go and nope, here we go. So again, that's my smile. It was based on the Ricardo Brito smile. We have DSD Natural Restorations at the uppers and the flowable composite at the lowers. When I have enough time and I don't need to develop some super cool features for you, I'm gonna fly to Rio and I'm gonna spend some days and I'm gonna get also the Natural Restorations at the lowers. Version number 1, we have Giacalini as a smile donator, right? And you see we have the round and the round edges, these very beautiful templates. And then I need to decide, I'm gonna go with round templates, or I'm gonna go with the edgy smile with the Ricardo Brito smile. Or I'm gonna go with Kyle Stanley smile. Again, edgy smile, right? Now it's very easy to just scroll through the 3 versions of the smile design and let your patient decide. Involve the patient in the discussion, ask about his expectations. And I think this difference between the first and the second smile, so this one is beautiful, round, harmonic. This smile is more edgy. And Kyle Stanley smile donator also edgy, but very natural, right? Because we use natural templates. We scan all these smile donators and we create the natural templates that we use for them in the design. So we don't have computer-generated shapes. We don't have computer-generated 3D templates that are perfect, that are symmetric, and create a smile that looks like a denture, right? We follow the facial characteristics and we create smiles facial-driven. So that's from me. Stay safe. Stay at home. We have the beautiful opportunity to learn something new, to study, to do research. Let's keep the positive mindset. We are not victims in all this mess. We are part of it, and we are gonna be again back in with all our power and all our positivity. So don't worry about the future. Everything is gonna be fine. I want to share with you something I forgot.